Hello fellow modelers, Bruce here. Well, time for a little layout update with some significant progress having been made on the lower deck, my Jersey Highlands Railroad. I thought it was time to turn my attention to the upper deck and the Slate Run Railroad. And if you recall, this is a logging railroad in Pennsylvania. Narrow gauge and dual gauge trackage will be laid. And on the long extension, the shelf extension at the very end is going to be the engine servicing facilities. And so the structures are laid out. I've done some scenery work on the backdrop. Got that to the point where I can now turn my attention to what lies in front of it. And as we go down the line here, you see a Campbell sanding facility, and then a fine-scale miniature bucket coal loading facility, scratch-built water tank, another little yard building there in green with a little outhouse there, and then fine-scale miniatures, a two-stall engine house. Now, if you maybe can see in there, the track on the left bay is dual gauge trackage, and the track on the right bay is narrow gauge HOn3. And so coming out in front now, the next step is laying some track. I need to have a gauge separation turnout, which I've made, and that will separate dual gauge trackage into dual gauge on the left, narrow gauge on the right to feed into the engine house. That will then come down in this general direction, at some point become a single track dual gauge trackage here. And I'll show you what comes just to the left of all of this. Okay, just to the left of that, feeding into the engine service facility, we will go over a cut of some type, either it's a dry cut or a riverbed. And the Campbell covered bridge will carry us across that, and that is dual gauge track laid on the bridge, so that's all ready for it. I just have to decide just where I want to place that. So I want to get that trackage done over in this direction first. Then we'll cut this hole in for the gorge, and then continue on to the main part of the layout. As I do more work, I'll give you more updates. So until then, if you enjoyed this little update, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to the channel. Talk to you again soon.